All right. Good morning, good evening. I am Mindmore, and this is StoneBlock 4. This is going to be episode 30. We're going to get into this right here, the Euphonium. I went back and fought Maledictus a few more times, and I got plenty of the ore that was needed for this because we needed one per. And we need a bunch of crafts for this. The only thing is we have to figure out how to get liquid darkness. I don't have liquid darkness. And that's only made in the vat, apparently, with sunshine, with liquid sunshine. Okay, so that's a new one. And we need to get some vibrant alloy as well, too. I forgot about that. But we do have the Enderium, the Skulk. I don't know if we have the Skulk. We may have to go get some. We need 16 of those. It gets us 8, so we need 64 Skulk. All right, so that's something we're probably going to have to look into. So let's get started with the vat, at least to start with. So that would be the first thing we need to do. I already made a pattern for this, so let's see if we can craft it. All right. So next, we're missing copper alloy and redstone alloy ingot. Okay, so we need copper and redstone. All right, so how do we make those in the alloy smelting? Well, we have that, so we should be able to just do this recipe here. I don't know if I've got a recipe for the silicon gem. We do not have a recipe for that. Okay, so let's go over, click there, click that. So the silicon gem is just Certus quartz being smelted. Okay, so that's easy enough. And now the copper alloy, which is the same thing, just with copper. Okay, so we'll grab that one and put that there. Okay, so we need to go here. I believe this one goes here. Okay, just give me a second. My phone's ringing. Hold on. Okay, so we just need to add those. Oh, do I have it on here? I wonder if I can get the alloy smelter on here. Do I have the alloy smelter? No, I don't. Okay, so it's one of those weird ones. I think I've got a warp mech. Yes, it's just a barrel that's there. That's why it's not seeing it properly. Okay, so that should be good. All right, so if we do this and we ask for, hold on, we can just do that again. Yep. Okay, so that it knows what to do here. Okay, good. That's what I should have done, the new capacitor. Okay, well, maybe I'll do that craft afterwards. Oops, wrong one. This one here. Okay, so once we get the vat, we need to put it somewhere. I don't know if I've got a room for that stuff. I only just put that one machine in there that time. And then we need to get liquid sunshine. Liquid sunshine is water, a flour, and glowstone, I guess. We got lots of glowstone. So let's make a pattern for that. Liquid sunshine. Can that be any flour? Because I don't know if I've got a lot of torch flowers. Why is it separating the water like that? See if we can get a different one. Does it have to be a torch flower, I wonder? Torch flower seeds. Do we have a torch flower, first off? We do not have a torch flower. How do we get a torch flower? We can get one from Echo of the Quartermaster. Okay, so let's warp to spawn. Then Echo Quartermaster. Okay, shop. And then we get the torch flower seeds. By those. Warp to AE system. And we'll go over to the what is it? Not that one. This one here. Immersive engineer. That's it. You are nether wart, so we'll go here. Okay, so we need some dirt. Okay, we'll grab one of those. We'll go in here. We'll put that in, and now it's going to start to do that. Okay, so we will have torch flowers soon. Okay. What else? What else do we need? Let's put the vats down somewhere. Those should be completed by now. Vat. There it is. There's one. Okay, we probably need 2 of these, so I'll just tell it to make a second one while we're doing this. Okay. Okay, so there's the vat. It's going to need an importer and an exporter. So, import, export. Okay, that one there. That one there. Okay, so no, we'd probably do the importer on the other side. Well, it doesn't really matter because these machines you can configure on the inside of them. Okay, and then the exporter will go here. And then our cables will go here, here, and here. And we'll just connect them in there. We are going to need some power. I've never used the vat machine before. Or at least I don't remember it ever using it. It doesn't need power, apparently. Well, the power should be clogged. I've disconnected this area because of these things. They were just, they're going crazy. So that doesn't need power, apparently. Okay, so let's disconnect that again. Come on. There we go. And then we'll disconnect that one and that one. Okay, so we don't need that. We'll do the configuration. Okay. So the front will be importer. So that'll be push. Actually, no, we don't need an exporter. We need a pattern provider. And I don't need this on this side either. That's my fault. I don't need that. We need a pattern provider. Just on the top. Pattern provider. Okay. I'm thinking that we need to import and export, but we don't because disabled. And then on the top, 1, 2, 3, push and pull. Okay, so that's going to push and pull all the stuff in there that it needs. We don't need any redstone on that. So let's go make a pattern for that. We should have a couple torch flowers now. We do. We have 20. Nice. Okay. So we need to go here. We need to go. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. Let's go put this in here. And we'll see if this works. See if we can get some sunshine. What was that called? Liquid. Try. Let's see if liquid works. No. No. Oh, well, that would be a good reason why it's not working. Oh, my Lord. I'm so sorry. Like, oh, boy. Okay. Liquid sunshine. We get 10 buckets of it. We're missing water, apparently, but we have water. I don't understand that. Don't understand why it's not seeing it properly. So we've got 2 of them here. So let's just get rid of that one. Increase this to 2. That back in there. Get rid of that. Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Water. 2. Okay, let's try that again. We got lots of water. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, we've got everything there. Okay. Oh, and it's going. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And yeah, it's doing it again. So that's perfect. Okay, awesome. Transfer tank contents. Why is there so much water there? There's still water left in it. That's not good. So I need to, I'll figure that out later. And we need another vat to do the darkness. That. Okay, and we'll put that there. Get another pattern provider. Okay, and then we need liquid darkness. That's just an amethyst shard and some obsidian dust. We can do both of those. I don't think I'm making those. So 0.5. Okay. So maybe I just need to count this up to figure out what this is. Because it's very weird that it should have, like, I asked for 2, but I don't know. I'll figure that out afterwards, so don't you guys worry about that. Do we have amethyst? We have some amethyst blocks that we can do, but this will work for now. When I need to make more, I'll pause you guys and go do that. Okay, so let's see if we can make a little bit of darkness. Okay, will that work? I didn't change this, so push and pull. Okay, it's brewing. You can see the flames. do. Almost done, almost done. And there we go. Okay, we got 1 bucket of darkness. Nice. Okay, so that works. So these, the reason we did them is because we need darkness here. We need 10,000 millibuckets of darkness. We need some source as well. All right. But we need, before we can get the source, I need to figure out how I can get 10,000 down there. So I wanted to try something first because I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. If it does work, it'll be amazing. Warper, right, from ours, right, the source relay warper. So that requires this, okay? But then first we need the source relay. So we just need to make, oh God, I forgot about those. They're not in the system. Oh. Let's go over here. I need to add a storage bus to this. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to add a bus to that. You can see all my trophies here from fighting this guy. Yeah, we got quite a few of them. So put that in there, and then take this, go like that, and just make a couple of those blocks right now. All right, so source relay, then we need the relay first. Okay, we'll need 2 of those, and then we're gonna need 2 warpers. Right, the source relay, no, this one here. So we're gonna need 2 of those. So we're gonna need some popped chorus fruit. Okay, to get chorus fruit, we just mix some generalized ender predictions, which we have lots of, and some apples. How many apples do I have? We only have 15. Why do we only have 15 apples? So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good enough for now. We're going to go warp home. Okay, I'm just going to go run in here quickly. And I'm going to go like this and go like this. Okay, I'm going to grab these out when they're done. Okay, and then we're going to need some ender pearls. Well, let's go down to the ender farm over here. Now, are they in here or... No, they are in one of these. That's rotten flesh. Where are all my ender pearls? They're disappearing. Are they in here? They're in here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so let's go. I don't have an R's recipe. Do we have our? There it is. Our wand. Okay, so let's go down here. Go to our enchanting apparatus. Okay, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these guys. Go 2, 3, 4, and then put the source relay inside, and it's gonna do its thing. It's very neat. I love the animation. This is the only magic mod I seem to like. Okay, so we have one warper. All right, and then what we're going to do is going to put 4 down again, and then another 4 down, and then put that inside. We need 2 of them from what I know. Okay, done. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 warper down here. Okay, we're just going to throw it right here. Right here. We're going to grab our wand. We're going to go this guy to... No, not this guy. This guy to this guy. So taking. It's going to take from our AE system. So this source here is actually connected to our AE system. And we have 350,000 source in our system. So we've got plenty. All right. And now we're going to take the next one. Okay. We're going to grab this. We're going to click on it once. Okay. And then we're going to go to warp. And then what was it called? World? Yeah, world machine. Okay. And then we're just going to set this right beside here. Right there. We're going to right click on it. Let go. Ready to send. And then to there. Maybe it needs to be a bottle. Okay, so let's put this right there. Okay, and then we're gonna go. I made a little thing. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But now we have access to our system from here. I made another quantum link thing, and I linked it to this up here with the quantum bridge and the quantum singularity. If you guys want to know how to do that, let me know, and I'll give you a video on that, or just show you how it's done. Jar. I don't have one. Can I just make one? I don't have any of the stuff. Okay, so I put them somewhere. So warp AE. And let's go over here, see if we can find an old source jar, because I had 2 of them that I broke, but I don't know what I did with them. Are they in here? No, they're not in there. Okay. Do you have them? You do not have them. I should just be able just to break this one here. Okay. And I disabled that. I don't know why that's there. Okay, so this one here, position the tape, and then warp world. You bugger. All right, and then what we're going to do is then we're going to go shift click here. And it's getting it, I think. And then we'll launch that guy right there. And then you go to here, and then you go to here. Is that doing what I think it's doing? Oh, it is. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Okay, so that works. So now we can generate as much source as we need in our base. That's always going to be filling this up. Okay, so we don't need to transfer source any other way, which is pretty awesome. We can use the warpers. Okay, so you do use a warping relay into a jar, and then from the jar, you go into here. That's pretty cool. And now this is filling up with excess, and everything's good. And we are full on source, 100,000. That is awesome. Now, do I have that pattern in here? I do not. Okay, so let's go warp to a system. That was very successful. Very successful. I did not think that that was actually going to work. The only thing I need to do is I need to pull out in here. I need to pull this out, and we need to modify it to only use 1 bucket of water. We'll see if that works. I don't know why it has that extra bit of water in there. I don't know if it needs like 0.1 water or something, but it says 1 bucket. 1 bucket of water equals 1 bucket of sunshine. Okay, so did I modify that? Yes. Okay, so now that's modified. Okay. Just because I don't want it to overfill itself and then not have enough in there. So let's get a bucket. No, not that. Okay, this, and then bucket. And let's get these guys here, and I'm just gonna go scoop. Okay, so that, it just transferred it. Okay, transfer tank contents. Okay, so it just transfers it to there and then it pulls it out. Okay, so you can either void it or transfer it. Okay, so that works. I didn't need to use the buckets. Okay, so what else did we need? I think that was it. We just needed the darkness. Oh no, we needed the vibrant alloy. Okay, so the vibrant alloy goes in the alloy smelter. So we need energetic alloy. We don't have energetic alloy. So this one here, we're going to need to grab. And then energetic alloy, we're going to need to create as well. Okay, and we have all this stuff. We'll have to go put those in the thing. But before we do that, let's do Ender, and then we're going to look at capacitors here. So we're going to look at the octet capacitor. Okay, so that's going to be needed there. And then this one here is going to be needed. We don't have the energetic alloy yet, but we're going to make that. And then the original one is right there. Okay, and then those ones are just crafting patterns. They're nothing special. Okay, so there, there, there. Okay, and then we're going to go warp to mech. We're going to throw all these things into here. So those two as well. All right, and now we're going to ask for some capacitors, right? Yes. We're going to ask for an octetic capacitor, please. Okay, it knows how to do all that. And then once we get that, we can replace this so that our other crafts are going to be much faster. Okay, so that's going to help a lot. Okay. And how we doing on it? Okay, we're crafting the energetic alloy. It takes a minute or so for these to get done because that's a long craft. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to cancel this one because that's the one that was weird. It just didn't work right. Okay, slowly but surely it's getting there. We got one of them. Okay. I should have done this before. I'm sorry about that. I just didn't get around to it. I was trying to get everything else all solved and ready. Come on. One left. And then once we have the 3, then it can create the octetic capacitor. The octet capacitor. Sorry. All right. That's great. All right. We'll get rid of that. We'll put that in, and that'll be a lot faster now. Okay. So now we'll just go warp AE system. All right. And now we're just going to need to make a pattern for this guy here. So we've got the Fortran already. That's in our system. The liquid darkness we're going to have to make, but that'll come from our system too. We don't need any heat. We just need power, and we have the source stones and the world engine advanced machine block already. Everything else we have here. Oh, the skulk. I forgot about that. Okay. You know what? Just give me a moment. Let me go get the skulk quickly because I don't think you guys want to see me just harvesting that, and I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. So I'm back. Grabbed a little bit of it and ended up killing a warden at the same time. So yeah, that went pretty well. I'll get rid of the redstone, get rid of that, get rid of the buckets. That can go up there, that can go there. Let's just, oh, I don't need those. Okay, so now that we got the skulk, we got everything we need. Let's go in here. And do I have I don't think I have this yet. So that just needs to be crafted. Everything else we have. And we need 16 of these. Okay. So that needs 10 of that and 10 of that. So we have Fortron in our system. Right. We've got 1,936 buckets, which is kind of awesome. And then warp to world machine. And then we'll put this powdered in. We can probably get rid of some of the other ones that are in here because we don't need all this stuff. Like, especially the advanced engine machines. Like, I don't think I'm going to be making much more of this stuff. I'm going to be making some more crafters, but that's okay right now. So let's try this. Make sure that everything works the way that it should, right? So these are called what is that? EUPH. Euphonium. So we need 16. I'm hoping it's going to know what to do with that. And not give me double the craft. Yeah, craft 16 of them. Okay. So it's got everything listed here as that it can do. All right. Well, let's go for it. And let's watch in here. So it's got to craft all that other stuff up first. And then we'll see it get thrown in here. And then at the same time, in the background, you'll see the R's thing start kicking up. Because, let's go down here. See if I can do the bottom there. Yeah, you'll see the R's thing kick up and start making some stuff. And hopefully this works. Yeah, hopefully. I should have gotten the temporal pouch to go speed up those other machines, but I didn't think of that till right now. I don't want to leave in case we need to see this, right? So we'll give it a minute. I may speed this up on your end, like when you see the end of the video. So it might be a little bit faster waiting for this or not. I may just remove all this stuff. So yeah, might just show you just the end result of it. So yeah, we'll just give this a minute. I'm not in any rush, so let's do this. So you guys playing StoneBlock 4 as well? Let me know in the comments if you guys are playing StoneBlock 4. I would like to know how many other of you that are watching. I've seen a few guys actually watching this, but I'm waiting to see, how many of you are actually doing this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to check to see what this thing is doing. It says it's going to take a little bit. It's crafting 7.3. 0.3 is available. Okay, so it is crafting it. It's just taking this is taking a long time. Because there's no, I don't think there's any speed ups on those things. Oh, it's crafting the darkness now. Nice. Is that showing anything? No. Okay, so we need 10 of them, I think. So available. We're crafting some more vibrant alloys. They're crafting much faster now. So we're just waiting on the liquid sunshine. It's the only thing that's slowing us down here. Okay, that's going up. Okay. It's slowly going. It just takes a little bit of time, just a little bit of time. Come on, you got a little bit more. You can do some. The problem is that machine. It's very slow. I wonder if there's some way to upgrade it. There's more darkness being made. Available 6 out of 13. Still didn't deposit any items. It's got to wait for everything to finish crafting first. Dum. Okay, crafting more darkness. Good. Hasn't done anything. This is not changing. It's very weird. Available is 0.1. Crafting is 7. But yet you'll see the darkness going up every once in a while. I don't know if it's that it's just very slow or This part here is not working. Let's warp AE system. Oh, I might just miss it, but there's nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. Did it fail to finish, or... Yeah, it's almost like it stopped working. Come on, you little bugger. Get over here. Where are you? Stop that. There's no way to figure this anymore. Empty, empty. Okay, I'm not sure. This is very, very odd. Alright, so let's try making some more sunshine. So how does the sunshine get made? Is it 1 for 1? Yeah, it's 1 for 1. So 1 bucket equals 1 bucket. I don't know why it's not working properly. Right, can you just give me 20 right now? Just to let it complete the thing. Okay, so it's converting more over. Okay, so let's go back to the world machine. Because it should, once it gets the sunshine, it should convert it to darkness. It may not complete properly, the other one, but that's okay. See, available is only 0.2, so I'm guessing it's not actually a full bucket. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's not actually a full bucket. So that's crafting 2 more buckets right there. I'm guessing there's something wrong with this recipe. That's the only thing that I can think of, that there's something wrong with it. I just want to see it go in here. All I want to do. I just want to see that. So that we know that we're working here. I just want to make sure that the darkness and the Fortron go in there as they're supposed to. So 9 left. Crafted 13. 4 available. Waiting is not fun, especially when machines should work. So it's got to be, I'm guessing what it is the sunshine doesn't actually produce the amount that's supposed to be there. That would be my best guess. So the recipe that gets created by AE that pulls from JEI, I don't think that's correct, because the way that it's, 0.2 is available, there shouldn't be 0.2. It should be a 1 bucket to a 1 bucket. So 1 bucket of water to 1 bucket of sunshine. So there's got to be something weird. Maybe there's like a 2 to 1 that I'm missing, like 2 buckets of water to maybe 1 bucket of that to get the 1 bucket out of it. Okay, this is almost done. Almost done. If it stops working, what I'm going to do is I'll just go and craft another one of these. Just cancel it and craft it again so that this will finish. And then I'll work on fixing the pattern later, or if we need this again. So 3 left, 3 left. Oh boy, exciting. It's exciting. $14.6 buckets. Says crafting. I don't think it's doing that. Something tells me it's not doing that. With 2 left. 2 left. Nice. There we go. Scheduled 1. One available, 1 crafting. Okay, let's go look in here. Oh, there it is. Look, it got that, but it didn't get the darkness. Why didn't it not get the darkness? Man, why didn't it get the darkness that was supposed to show up? That should have been put in there. Back, I'm guessing. There it is. Okay, it just wasn't set up properly. All right. So what are we missing now? We've got 10,000 darkness, 10,000. We got source. So why isn't it going? Unless they have to be switched. That's the only thing that I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of is that something's gone wrong with the way that, because in the recipe it shows it the other way around. That's the only thing I can think of. I really don't want to dump this. I really don't. I mean, we've got lots of Fortran. It's just getting the liquid darkness, but all right. So yeah, that's everything. Is that still the top? Yes, that's still the top. Okay. I don't think this is going to work. I really don't think this is going to start working. Okay, so let me pause here and let me go figure this out. Okay, so we're going to try this again. I just redid everything, and I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm hoping it is. So let's go ahead and try it. I've got the source set up here. I've got this, so it's automatically pulling it from the warper. I know we talked about that earlier, but I don't remember what I'm going to be stealing out of this video or what I'm not. So let's give this a try. Yeah, this one right there. Okay. And then we're going to get 16 of them. Okay. Oops, I didn't hit go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look at that. And it's working. It's working. It put everything in properly. That's so awesome. We had some problems before. Now we're getting extra source putting in there, and it's doing it all. Oh, that's so nice. 16 Euphonium, I think so. And that just completed our quest. So that is really awesome. Let's go pull them out. We have them in our hands. All right, and then let's go here. That's good. Please, orange one. Please, orange one. Ring of greater discount. Well, I mean, that'd be great if we were playing a different version, but not with StoneBlock. All right, we have to go speak to the ancient, but we're going to do that next episode, and then we're going to build the upgrade afterwards. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me. It helps the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.